Good morning folks, it's Sunday morning and I'm here at Brisbane Airport waiting to catch a flight down to Wagga, where I'm meeting a fellow called Michael and hopefully purchasing his 2003 Honda Goldwing. Through a friend of a friend I got a message saying that this Goldwing might be up for sale, and as you can see I'm at the airport with the background noise. And I know very little about the bike. He sent me some photos, we had a quick chat, offered him a price which he accepted, and so I'm on my way down there. He's going to meet me at the airport, take me out and look at it. Know very little about the bike other than hopefully it's a good machine with some potential to do a little bit of work and make it a fixer-upper, and hopefully over the next few days ride it home. So anyway, I'll talk to you later on today. Good afternoon. I've arrived at Wagga Airport and I'm just waiting for our baggage to be unloaded, and then I'll organise a lift over to have a look at the Goldwing. So good flight down, and a slight delay coming into Wagga with a slight technical fault in the plane, but we're all here safe and sound. The luggage is taking a little while to get unloaded. I've just got a small bag with some gear in it. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. For those who haven't been to Wagga Airport before, this is the entrance area where I'm waiting for my lift. You know, when you're west of the Great Divide, when the trees in the car park change into various western eucalypts. Alright, I will talk to you guys when I am closer to picking up the bike, or after I've picked it up. I probably won't film while at these people's house. I respect their privacy, but we'll see how we go. Here's the mighty beast. Wagga, sorry, from Ballina. It's that sort of channel too, I get the commentary. I've been for a test run, we've done the paperwork, we've exchanged funds, and the Goldwing's going to be mine. I'm very impressed with the bike. So once again, it's a 2003 Honda Goldwing, got about 74,000 kilometres on it, but the current owner has put new tyres on it, done a service, it's got upgraded suspension. I'll go into this in more detail in the comments. I took it for a run, it's incredibly smooth. It's got, I'll show you later, a full workshop manual and a whole lot of bits and pieces with it. Very impressed. You forget how big they are. When I first jumped on it and drove out of the driveway for the test run, it was a bit of a reminder, but you know, very impressed. So we're just about to finish up here. I'll pack my stuff in the panniers and go and find some accommodation for the evening. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, found a motel for the night. Lucky a few of them called in on a Sunday night and reception was already closed. The reception was actually closed here, but a fella came down and let me in. So I've got a room for the night. Very good room. Bike's parked up for the night. I'll do some fettling with it tomorrow. But going to head out, grab a bite to eat before all the pubs close on a Sunday evening. And beautiful evening. And yeah, my new big toy. Righto, talk to people later. Good morning folks, it's a beautiful Monday morning here in downtown Wagga. Had a lovely meal at the pub last night, and managed to get my gear to fit into the bike, so just about to head off and fuel up and then make my way through to Tamora for breakfast and maybe catch up with a friend there for brekkie. Anyway, here's the bike all loaded up. Must admit, I had to search through the buttons this morning on the switch block over here to find the one that actually started it. Of course it's marked reverse and I've forgotten for a little while. Anyway, I've let it warm up for a little while, jump on and go and find some fuel. I'll talk to you on the road. So here we are, heading out of Wagga towards Tamora, fueled up. I'll be interested to see what the range on the bike is.
Yeah, I'm riding on my go-way. I can find a better way to spend my day. Cruising through the mountains, heading for the sunset.
Well, early impressions, cruise control works. Long time since I've had a bike with cruise control, and yeah, out in this flat country, early in the morning when I'm been informed that the police sometimes patrol this road a bit, just wanting to keep the speed legal anyway. It works very well. The suspension is quite firm. Not jarringly so, but yeah, a little bit firmer than I thought. I might play around with that a little bit, but it's very comfortable. The visor's set pretty much at the perfect height for me in terms of being able to see over the top of it. I'm not a huge fan of looking through a visor. So yeah, there's some early impressions. This is our house that we used to live in Tamora. Someone's done a really nice job of restoring it. We'd done an initial restoration, but they've replaced the whole roof by the look of it with a new, more modern roof, and the chimney's gone, but there's a little chimney. They've still got some sort of wood heater in there, and the bricked in veranda, they've removed that, which I think looks really good. It did have a bullnose veranda before, now it's got that straight veranda, but I actually really quite like it. I love the colours. They've done a great job. Well, this is the main street of Tamora. It's been a while since I've been to Tamora, and I just forgot how many beautiful buildings this town has. And the main street is really quite spectacular. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some breakfast at Courtyard Cafe. I'll chat to you guys when I'm back leaving here. Leaving Tamora, trying out some of the back roads, heading towards parks.
Yeah, I'm driving on my go-way. Yeah, I'm riding on my go-way. I can find a better way to spend my day. Spend a fortune on my bike. It's the pleasure of my life, and I don't care what people say, because I do it anyway.
There's been some spectacular contrails this morning.
It's the pleasure of my life, and I don't care what the people say, because I'm
So we are just coming into Forbes. I'm going to stop and buy a bottle of water here and take off a layer. It's starting to warm up.
feeling just the right way. The weather's fine, don't care about the time. Yeah, I'm driving on my go-way. Yeah, I'm riding on my go-way. I can find a better way to spend my day. I can find a better way to spend my day.
Just having a short break outside of Forbes to drink a little bit of water. Stopped and filled up for fuel in Forbes and had an embarrassing little moment where I was putting it up on the centre stand and there was water underneath me, and yeah, my foot slipped and it started to go, but luckily there's a young fella standing there and he helped me catch it. So yes, just another reminder that I'm on a lot bigger bike than I am used to, and just need to be a little bit more careful when I'm placing my feet, but no damage done. I'm also having to change over to just using my selfie stick for the GoPro, because I was using the wrist mount, and yeah, the little fitting that it pivots on the wrist thing's just given up the ghost. It's cracked and it's not holding it tight. So anyway, we'll see how we go with this as we go along. Anyway, have a drink water, and then I think the next town is Parks. We've reached the lovely little town of Dunedoo, site of some of the fantastic silo art that you can find if you are travelling through this part of regional New South Wales and Victoria. So stretch my legs, admire the bike, hop on and keep going. Well, we decided to call it quits at the little town of Coolah tonight. Starting to see a few roos on the side of the road, and the stretch from here to Tamworth can be a little bit wildlifey, and yeah, no need to push it too far. Bike came with this little half cover, so I'm trying that out. Check the oil and everything, and it's all fine. Nothing seems to have moved or used. Tyres going well. Yeah, everything seems fine. It ran about just a bit over 1/3 hot all day today, which is pretty good because it was hot today coming into Dubbo. Yeah, got held up with some traffic works for about a half an hour on the road with no shade, which was a bit toasty. Anyway, going well. I'm going to go in, get ready to go up to the pub, have a meal, and then relax and get a reasonably early start tomorrow morning, but don't want to be too early because of the wildlife on the road, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, good morning folks, here in Tamworth. Got an early start this morning, so it was too dark to film. Just filled up the bike, heading towards Armadale. Everything is going well, bike's running well. Had a few conversations with some kangaroos on the way, but we worked out a mutually agreeable solution. So anyway, hit the road, talk to you soon. Heading towards Armadale. I think I might stop at Uralla for a cup of coffee and a bite to eat for brekkie. Glorious day. Weather report yesterday suggested I'd be riding into rain, but so far no sign of it, which is very okay. Bike running well. No problems finding fuel so far. Just about to go over the Middle Road. Talk to you soon. Just finishing having a little bit of brunch in Uralla at one of my favourite stop-offs, the Alternate Route Cafe. Continues to be a lovely sunny day. Rolling parked here, that's glory. Still running well. Anyway, just about to jump on, head towards Ebor and Grafton, so it'll get its first taste of some twisties since I've owned it. See you guys on the road, I'll let you know how it goes. Well, I've left Armadale and I'm on the road towards Ebor and then Grafton. It still continues to be a beautiful sunny day, as you'll see. But I've heard reports that it's raining in Ballina, so things might change. Anyway, I'm interested to see how the beast goes in the slightly twisted stuff, and also fuel range here, because I haven't filled up, hoping that I can get to Grafton on what I've got in the tank. I really like this piece of road.
Chance that you've been waiting for. It's the light coming through the crack. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, when life shows an open road, you know you should ride. Forget.
Just having a quick coffee and a water to rehydrate. Arrived in Grafton, fueled up. Mighty Beast is just waiting out there. Bit cloudy, humid and hot here, but not raining yet. Currently raining in Ballina, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, it was a great ride through Ebor. It's a little bit slower through the twisties and the V-Strom or the Kawasaki, but it's still handled surprisingly well. Got held up with roadworks again, but a really lovely ride. Great countryside through there. Anyway, I'll enjoy my coffee and hit the road. Talk to you later. So heading out of Grafton, enjoyed my coffee and rehydrated with the water. Now I'm back on the road and heading up the coast road. It's a little bit cooler than coming in from west in Grafton. It's quite hot and humid. A little bit of a breeze here. I don't know if the GoPro will pick it up, but you can see there's a fair bit of grey cloud around, and it definitely looks to be a little bit darker to the north. But hey, that's why they invented a full fair for as well, isn't it? You got to test it and see how it goes. Some thoughts about the bike, some things I think I'd like to do in the short term. Of course, it only had a service a bit over 2,000 kilometres ago, and that was pretty comprehensive. There's oil, the filters, brakes, bearings, the rear diff, oil, checked steering head tension, had an air filter done. It was apparently a bit of time-consuming job. Yeah, and the rear tyre must be almost new. The front tyre, when I first looked at it, I thought it hadn't done many Ks. It has got a little bit of wear on it, but it's fine now. But I'll be interested to see how many Ks I've got on it.
start to do my research as to what's involved in terms of getting up front wheel lock, so I can get my new tyre fitted. But in terms of changes, I think there's something wrong with the fairing the screen that's currently on it. It seems loose on the right hand side, and there's a couple of holes there, and it's also sort of reasonably badly scratched and crazed in places, so I think I might look at sourcing a replacement fairing. If I can, I'd like to get one that's a bit shorter. If I sit up straight, I'll see over the top of this one, but if I sit in sort of a more natural cylinder distribution, the backwards, I'm looking sort of half through the fairing, and I prefer not to do that. I've already ordered a replacement cover for the passenger side rear luggage hole. The little thing there's missing a cover. I'll find one of those on eBay. Hopefully it fits. I think I'd like to get some sort of a mesh seat that I've got on the Suzuki. Not because the seat's not comfortable enough, but just to protect the seat a little bit. You know, getting your foot on and off over the seat, you occasionally rub your boot over the seat. That's got a little lattice and stuff on it. So I think that would not only make the seat a little bit more comfortable, but would help protect it in the long run. And that. Oh, and the heated hand grips don't appear to be working. I think they were working when I first left Wagga. I only ran them for a very short period of time and turned them off. They definitely weren't working today when I left cooler with my summer gloves on, and it was quite cold. I took one glove off and touched the handlebar. I had them at this highest setting, and they hadn't come on. And so I guess I'll just check, and I'm sure it's not something simple like the blown gears or whatever. Otherwise, I'll look into getting that done. That's not urgent, but I've never had heating hand grip before, so I'm going to look into that as well. But so far, that's about the sum total of things that I would like to put on my wish list for the bike. Otherwise everything else seems to be working fine. The mount for the phone has worked really well, convenient for the power supply. All in all, very impressed with it. This is a pretty good way to get a shakedown ride. Anyway, I will see you on the road.